Hey everybody, we are live, so let's do that thing that we do at the very beginning. Hey, we're here. Hey everybody, good to see you here. Barry Friedman with the Showbiz Blueprint, and really excited to be here. I'm just making sure we're popping out into the world, and we are. Very good to see. Hope everyone can hear us. Welcome from wherever you are. Today we're going to we're gonna hit a topic. Yep. Gosh, I'm just gonna check that audio. I just gotta believe it's working sometime. Pleasure to be here with you. We're gonna hit a topic that so many entertainers, so many businesses in general drop the ball, and I can't wait to do it. Don't know. Yes, I got everything set up right. Around down here, there is a whole bunch going on, just like I'm sure there is in your life going on right now. And margins are tight on time, so I'm really happy when everything works well. Mini lessons, we are doing a handful of them in preparation for Showbiz Blueprint 2019, which honestly, I can't even believe is here. The year's flying by, and I'm so excited with all the work myself and my team have done to make 2019 a year that is going to blow people away, including doing a live launch. We're doing as any of you know who have followed Showbiz Blueprint, we have done this launch with 3 or 4 videos that give you a ton of information about your career, ways to change it, and then we offer the course, and it's fantastic. And I'm doing all those live this year. Showbiz Blueprint launches out once a year, and there's marketers all over the world that say, don't mention it yet. Screw it. You guys know I've been doing Showbiz Blueprint Live for since 2011, and it's a big launch, big project, and I'm so excited to be launching it live this year, where we'll have what's happening right now in the industry and live Q&A on every single call. Boom! It's big time. So today we're going to dig in and talk about radio silence and how it has nothing and everything to do with you. And radio silence may confuse some of the kids in the audience. It's just an expression when you put something out in the world and nothing comes back to you. So let's look at it. Real quick overview of the mini lessons. Comment show down below. Just use the comments. This won't work on YouTube. We're simulcasting out to 2 places today. We're going to YouTube and Facebook. If you're on Facebook, comment with show. And if you're on YouTube, sorry, no automation set up there. Just cop that in there, and I'll let you know when all the lessons are coming out and when the launch is going out. Keeping these lessons extremely short and on point. Share these with your peers and in groups, please. The more people that are operating this business the way I teach, the better it will be for everybody, because prospects and clients will become accustomed to this level. And those who don't run this business literally are dropping out. It's already costing a lot of money to not operate your business properly in this day and age. Type your questions in the box below. That's whether you're live or on replay, YouTube or in Facebook. I'll jump over and answer all of them. And I'm going to tell you right now, I mean this, I say this at the beginning every single mini lesson I'm doing, don't fight for your limitations, all right? It makes no sense to say yes, but, or the reason it won't work, or I've tried that. It's like, don't fight for your limitations. We're not doing that. Let's dig into what we're doing today. The challenges are literally everywhere. Radio silence. When you put something out in the world and it doesn't come back, where does it happen? With inbound prospects, past clients, cold contacts, referrals that you may get, outbound clients at stage 1 or 2. I mean, those are sort of the earlier stages of the booking process. You've made some outbound, you've gotten some things back, and then it just cuts off. What do you do? How do you do it? Maybe somebody replied to an ad that you put out, and you just can't get them to hear. You can't hear back from them. And there's so many other options. Literally anywhere you can talk to a prospect, you can run into radio silence. And let's dig into that. I'm actually going to solve that for you in about the next 8 to 10 minutes. We'll see how fast we can run this through. So what you see leaving voicemails. You see all your emails that you send that go unanswered. You get transferred to another person at the company, maybe. Links and emails that are not being clicked on. Frustrating, but that's what you see. You see proposals that are not opened, even if the email's open. And what kind of ninja stuff am I talking about this? You have to be using tools. You know, this is 2019 and soon to be 2020 like that in an instant before you know it. You have to be using tools that tell you what are happening to your emails that you send. Gone are the days where you can just send something out and hope it's open. I mean, I got things on my screen that pop up that so-and-so opened my email, so-and-so clicked on my link, so-and-so downloaded the file, the PDF I sent them. So-and-so opened it 8 times. All this information has to go into your marketing plan. If you're just sending it out, waiting for a phone call, it's death. It can't happen that way anymore. And thankfully, there are cheap and simple tools that give you all this access. So we'll dig into those more as we go on. Maybe someone says they'll get back to you and they don't. Wah-ha! You know, that happens, man. You got to be able to play in that game. So what happens and the self-belief that comes from it, this is the inner game stuff that I want to talk to you about. You know, somebody posted on a group recently, they said, I'm signing up for Showbiz Blueprint 2019 right now because Phil, alumni, said, Barry will spend the first few weeks getting into your head, and from there on, there's no going back. And I just love that comment. I'll have that later in a video, that screenshot, because, man, that was really fun. And we always have to look what's going on inside, because that's where how we feel, the actions we take, the results we get, that's where all that starts. So let me just dig into, this is what happens when you leave those voicemails or don't get your things answered or they don't open your attachments. You know, literally any of these items that happen, this is what happens on the inside and what it causes you to do. Maybe it hits a core wound that you're not good enough. Happens all the time. I hear that from people. Secretly, for some people, it's a relief, believe it or not. Some people, when they don't hear back, there's a part of them that says, oh, good, I don't have to do that. I don't have to show up. Way deep stuff, but you know, that happens. Know it. It validates. My stuff sucks. Maybe that's a story you've been telling yourself about your marketing or your ability to sell your show. Affirms history. I never get the good gigs, right? You can hear someone saying that. I mean, I've heard plenty of clients say that when they don't get a call back. Kind of affirms what they already believe. I never get the good gigs. Each time it's like new, you're like, what? Again? What's with these people? And there's blame, there's outward blame about these people and how they don't call back. Other people can get angry. None of this shit works. No matter what I try, it just won't work. And there's a bunch of, don't do that to yourself. So what do you do when any of these beliefs grab the steering wheel? What happens? You lick your wounds? Do you keep pitching the safer shows, the one that you know you can book? Do you keep doing what you're good at? Do you continue to believe those wounds, those stories, and play small? Is that what happens? Do you stay righteous and believe that they are idiots and one day they're going to call, they're going to get the message? Do you keep with the system that you have until one of these clients, one of these prospects finally comes around and sees the light and you hear the glory and the calling of the Lord and you book the show? Is that what happens? Ay, ay, ay. Hey, all of these, I'm not making any of this up. This is all stuff that I have heard over the 10 years now that I've been coaching entertainers. This is all stuff that they have said that they do when this kind of thing happens. So instead of that silence, instead of believing those messages about yourself, that not good enough, that none of this stuff works, that I never get the good gigs, that my stuff sucks. Look, instead of all of that, what if you shift your perspective to one that kills that story that's going on in your head? What if you take a bold step and continue on as if you got the gig? What if you always acted as if you have the gig, and right now we're just working out the small details? What if you come from that place? I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but that's a good place to be coming from. What if you can automate all that you can to free yourself up so that so much of this happens? What if you do that instead of believing those messages? What if you continue to pitch and book bigger shows, better venues, more money, better clients? What if you do that instead? What if you admit that it's you that's making the mistake and not them? That it's not about them at all? That's a big piece of ownership. What if you adopt a simple strategy that changes it all and makes you a hero in their eyes? Yep, makes you a hero in their eyes. Yeah, all that stuff. Here's the reality, you guys. Prospects are busy and you are a vendor. But I'm a great artist. I'm a magician. I'm funny. I sing. I dance. I do all this. You're a vendor. To them, you are a vendor. Get used to that. They weren't thinking about you a week ago, and honestly, a week or so after the show, unless you do your job really well and do some good follow-up, they're not going to be thinking about a week after the show. Every single person who's hiring you has someone else that they have to, I'm sorry, it's their job to over deliver. It's not their job to over deliver to you. Man, I wanted to go into talking about something and it wasn't the next point I had. I put these points up for a great reason because I can be a tangent master. Showbiz Blueprint 2019 is all redone into modules and lessons that stay exactly on point because while we do have a lot of time for coaching and our weekly live coaching calls, lessons are succinct this year. And I can hear alumni around the world going, okay, thank you. It's just some feedback. It's not their job to over-deliver to you. It is definitely not their job, especially during the early prospective stage or early client stage. Not their job. It's your job. Every single person who has the ability to hire you has to report to somebody, even if it's a kid's birthday party or a library, up to the biggest corporate event, special event, gala, trade shows in the world. They all have someone else they have to report to. And guess what? You are not on the docket. Yeah, you're not on the docket. You're an extra thing. So it's your job to over-deliver, to not stop, and to serve, to keep going. Your fragile ego, I promise you, even if you think you got some rock-hard ego and you don't give up. Hey, look, if you ever stop, your ego has costed you a fortune in your life. I've worked with people and we did some basic math. Egos costed some entertainers who were playing in that range $1 million over the course of a 15 to 25-year career. More. Those are just the ones brave enough to start breaking down the numbers with me. So, what I've seen personally, this is my own. This is from 34 years of booking Raspini Brothers. Hanging in there, never stopping. I've heard and seen grand thanks for hanging in there, as they put it, for staying with me. I've been so busy. Thanks for staying with me. Now's the time I can do it. I've seen a $52,000 trade show contract, one of the bigger trade show contracts I ever booked for a couple-day trade show, from staying in the game after enough radio silence to send away even the most hardened businessman, staying in the game. I saw our 610 appearance when they weren't answering the calls, and I knew I had something they needed because of the theme of the event, and stayed on it and stayed on it and stayed on it and kept going. And then with grand thanks, they said, "Oh my gosh, thank you. I haven't had time to deal with this, but yes, you're in." So that's the kind of thing that happens. Multi-year contracts because I didn't quit. That's been a big thing. Showbiz Blueprint alumni have 2 to 10x times their income once they stopped letting their fragile ego cost them a fortune. A fragile ego is a luxury you can't afford to have in this business, guaranteed. Radio silence, never about you. Grab your phone right now. Take a picture of that slide. Radio silence is never about you. And if you believe it is, you must have a lot of extra money because you don't need to be making it. Never take this stuff personally. He who stays until told to go is the one who wins. All right? He or she who stays until they are told to go. And sometimes that looks like, no, thank you. We've already got someone booked. We can't do it this year. Some definite ending point. That's the person who wins. So what's at risk if you stay in the game, realizing how much money quitting early has cost you? And that's painful. That can be very painful. Excuse me, professional break. Wet the whistle a bit. Realizing how much quitting early has cost you over the years, and sometimes that's really powerful and painful to break down, and still a good thing to do, especially if it motivates you. What's at risk is also booking way more shows, getting a hater email once in a while. Man, I have a directory of hater emails. I will make a point to share that in Showbiz Blueprint this year. Pretty dang strong emails. Some from clients for Raspini Brothers, some for people for this program who go on, and it's wonderful. The courage, the digital courage people have never ceases to amaze me. And it's fine. It's fine. Those people, guaranteed they were not your customers anyway. What's at risk is regaining a whole bunch of mental energy. And mental energy, when you regain that is regaining your freedom. That's getting a huge weight off your blood pressure gets into a healthy range. You sleep better. You can meditate more. Digestion has helped. So many changes, things that sneak up real slowly and limit your lifestyle, limit your quality of life when you're worrying about, should I call it? When you're worrying about anything in business, when you're not treating it like an actual business, the limitations on your lifestyle creep in so slowly that before you know it, you haven't seen someone in a long time and they go, God dang, that guy looks old and tired. Hey, Look, a lot of that stuff comes from not running your business in a professional manner and always worrying about it. Ownership of your business, just covered that. And also what's at risk is more thank yous than you have literally ever heard. And then long-term clients who stay with you because you stayed with them. They know, they like, they trust you. And by staying in the game and staying until they are ready to make a commitment, you will not go wrong. Get a hater email once in a while. You'll finally hear back from them. But I'm telling you, take away from this mini lesson that if you quit, you're leaving money on the table, guaranteed. And boy, you get to toughen up your skin a little bit and really stay in the game for these people. All right, I will be back with, I think we're doing one or two. Let's see, what is today? Today's Tuesday. We're doing Thursday. Yeah, we're doing one more mini lesson. The Showbiz Blueprint live trainings, the one that begin the whole program. They're free to everybody in the world. They are amazing. My goal literally at the end of these live trainings is that you know enough to already start booking better gigs. You may go, I'm doing it. I don't need Showbiz Blueprint. Wonderful. And I want you to feel the power of the teachings of staying in the game, and you'll get all of that. So more of these mini lessons. Thursday, we're doing another one. Showbiz Blueprint 2019 is coming. Type show in the comments if you're on Facebook. Again, that won't work on YouTube, but go ahead and type that in Facebook or run over to the Showbiz Blueprint on Facebook and type that in. It'll just put you on our automated messenger list, so I'll be able to contact you through there too. ShowBizBlueprint.com will also put you in contact with everything. Mark your calendars for 4 live trainings. It's the first email you'll get back from me when you opt in at ShowBizBlueprint.com. I'll give you the dates and times of those. Basically, we're starting next Monday, though, a week from today, March 18th, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. And someone was just kind enough to tell me that the UK is only 7 hours ahead this time of year. I don't know. And I didn't check. All right, we're starting again March 18th at 9:30 a.m. PST. All right, you guys, it is always a pleasure to jump on here, do some teaching, share, and build the tribe that will walk forward starting in Showbiz Blueprint 2019, beginning in early April this year. And I can't wait for anyone who's ready. Let's go, and take these mini lessons right to the bank so that you feel the power that you have in your business. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.